Descent of the navacerrada. We're going to take a short commercial break. I'm sorry for that. It has to be done. Don't go anywhere. Join us again shortly. Live pictures here on the descent of the navacerrada. They are around 18 kilometers now from the finish. The gap between Quesada and Mancebo is 1 minute and 30 seconds. Mancebo pulling away from Santos Gonzalez here. He is in the top right-hand side of your screen. That's Carlos Quesada on the top left, and behind them, still further back, a 39-second gap down to the riders at the bottom you can see on your screen, including Dennis Menchoff, Roberto Heras, and Carlos Sastre. They have Ruben Plata for company in there as well. Oh, you can hear the tyre screech from the motorcycles, and it's true, Sean, isn't it? These guys on their bikes can descend much quicker in many cases than the motorcycles and the cars who are following them.
Yes, certainly do, and we've seen it on a lot of descents where the riders catch up with the motorbikes, which are just out ahead, and if they don't pull further ahead before they come to the corners, well then the riders come flying by, and we've seen that many a time. And it's amazing, like we see Mancebo there, he was doing 80 kilometers an hour just a bit earlier on, and we see Santos Gonzalez having really problems following the wheel. It's amazing the speed he can get up to, and to consider they can go faster around the corners than the motorbikes with such a narrow tyre. But that is, the bike, the handling, I suppose, is very important. But the bikes have very good road holding as well.
Absolutely, a lot of these guys running clinchers these days, as well as tubulars. A lot of the tyres, like the Michelin Pro 2 grips that are being run by people like Bouygues Telecom, have dual compounds, much softer tyre rubber on the outside than the inside, allowing people like Francisco Mancebo to do that. And you can hear the squeal of tyres for the motorcycle as they go around the corner. That's pretty scary, I can tell you now. Well, we've had cause to complain in many occasions of the standard of motorcycle coverage this year in the Vuelta, but believe me, this is not easy. Trying to go down at this sort of rate. 48 seconds, the gap has eked out a little bit. Mancebo is really descending pretty quickly indeed. Quesada is a very good descender and is up ahead of Mancebo, and it's him he's trying to limit. 2:17 the gap between them on the GC, and he wants to keep that place, Mancebo. He's really giving it everything. He's been running very, very wide indeed on some of the exits to the corners. Clip the apex, run across the road if necessary. He's got to be careful though, Sean, isn't he? He can't give it absolutely everything, because if he does, he runs the risk of running just a little bit too wide, clipping something, and ending up in a big heap on the floor.
Well, of course, I think the riders, this is a climb that they would know, and they've been up it a number of times in the tour here, so a lot of the riders would know it very well, and you can make very good time when you know the descent.
This is, of course, the other battle that's been going on today. Alessandro Petacchi taking 2 of the sprints today at Revenga and La Pradera, taking his total up to 132 points. Roberto Heras has got so many points because he finishes at the top of mountains, as opposed to Alessandro Petacchi. So Petacchi trying to eat away into those few remaining points that keep him away from the points jersey. Remember, it's blue with little yellow fishes on. Oh, they really are going pretty quickly at this. 15k to go, and Ruben Plata are being dropped off the back. Carlos Quesada has had a fabulous descent, and so is Francisco Mancebo. He's at the 12k points. Let's see what the gap is. He started the clock. We're concerned about the gap between this guy here and Francisco Mancebo. Well, I think that probably answers the question, Sean, that Mancebo just taking it a little tiny bit easier. He was taking quite a few risks, I think, trying to keep in contact with Carlos Quesada, and Santos Gonzalez has managed to get back up onto his wheel again.
Yes, well, of course, we see Mancebo, who's descending very, very fast at 80 k's an hour, which is an unbelievable